close your eyes. Forget your phone, forget traffic, forget the year you were born. Tonight, we're going somewhere else. It's a warm Saturday evening, the summer of 1958. You slide behind the wheel of your cherry red Chevrolet Bel Air. The bench seat is still warm from the afternoon sun. You turn the key. The V8 engine comes alive with a deep, confident rumble. The radio crackles for just a moment before Elvis begins to sing. You pull onto Main Street. The windows are down. The warm evening air carries the smell of fresh-cut grass, charcoal grills, and homemade apple pie. Ahead, a neon sign flickers to life, Ruby's Diner, and without realizing it, you're about to experience one of the greatest Saturday nights America ever knew. The closer you get, the busier the streets become. Everywhere you look, there's chrome, huge Chevrolets, bright Fords, elegant Buicks, towering Cadillacs. Nobody seems to be in a hurry. Driving wasn't just transportation, it was entertainment. Teenagers wave from open windows, friends shout across intersections. Someone revs the engine of a brand new Thunderbird, not because they need to, but because it simply sounds beautiful. Back then, cars weren't just machines, they were personalities. For many families, Saturday night meant polishing the chrome all afternoon just to drive slowly down Main Street after sunset. The simple tradition even had a name. People called it cruising. And in many American towns, everyone knew exactly where everyone else would be. Then you see it, the brightest building on the entire street, Ruby's Diner. Chrome shines under red and turquoise neon lights. The giant glass windows reveal a world overflowing with laughter. Outside, convertibles line the parking lot. Motorcycles stand proudly beside polished hot rods. A waitress walks past, carrying 4 thick milkshakes at once. Someone opens the door, and suddenly, the smell hits you. Fresh hamburgers, French fries, coffee, vanilla milkshakes, cherry pie fresh from the oven. The entire place smells like happiness. This wasn't just a restaurant. For millions of Americans, the local diner was the heart of the community. It was where birthdays were celebrated, where football victories were discussed, where first dates happened, where friendships began, and sometimes where love stories lasted a lifetime. The jukebox is already playing, not softly, not in the background. It's the heartbeat of the room. Someone drops another nickel into the machine. A new record begins. Almost instantly, heads start moving, feet tap beneath the booths. Someone snaps their fingers, a couple laughs, another couple stands. Within seconds, the checkerboard floor becomes a dance floor. Rock and roll had arrived, and America was completely in love with it. Parents didn't always understand it. Teachers often complained about it. Newspapers even warned that it was changing young people. But none of that mattered inside Ruby's Diner, because when the music started, everyone smiled. Look around the room near the window. A young couple shares a strawberry milkshake with 2 paper straws. At the counter, a truck driver quietly drinks black coffee after a long week on the road. 3 teenage girls laugh so hard they can barely finish their fries. 2 boys argue over which car is faster. Outside, children chase each other beneath the neon lights. An elderly couple dances slowly. They've probably been dancing together for 20 years. Nobody knows everyone's name, yet somehow everyone belongs. That may have been the true magic of places like Ruby's Diner. Not the food, not the music, the feeling that everyone was welcome. It's difficult to imagine today, but before rock and roll, most restaurants weren't places where teenagers stayed for hours. Rock and roll changed that. The jukebox became more than a machine. It became a meeting place. One song could introduce 2 strangers. One dance could start a romance. One Saturday night could become someone's favorite memory for the rest of their life. That's why so many people who lived through the 1950s don't remember only the songs. They remember where they heard them, who they danced with, what they wore, how the summer air felt. Music became the soundtrack of memory. Eventually, the last song of the night begins. One by one, cars leave the parking lot. The neon signs grow quieter. The jukebox plays its final record. The waitress wipes the counter. Someone switches off the coffee machine. Main Street slowly falls silent. You climb back into your Bel Air. The engine starts. You take one last look through the diner window. People are still smiling. Then you drive home beneath a sky filled with stars. Maybe that's why we still talk about the summer of 1958. Not because life was perfect, it wasn't, but because for a few unforgettable hours, friends became family, music brought strangers together, and an ordinary diner became the center of an entire world. So if you ever hear an old jukebox playing, close your eyes for just a moment. You might find yourself back at Ruby's Diner, back on Main Street, back in 1958.